Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. So, the rewinding cadence test recruitment has begun. This is for CN as well, by the way, but the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because they actually have released a little promotional video for the upcoming test, so I thought, let's check it out, right? But this is a game, if you remember, you should know about it, right? If not, we had a video around, I think it was like, what, well, 9 months ago. It was around about 9 months, 10 months ago, where we actually got to see a little bit of gameplay for rewinding cadence. And there's a lot of people that are kind of like, you know, they're excited about it, right? I had my criticisms about it because it looks good. Visually, it looks cool, right? And the world looks interesting as well. And it does seem to have some cool mechanics. I think it's got like a where winds meet kind of mechanic, I think, where you can get arrested. You can actually attack NPCs in the villages as well, if I remember correctly. Or at least if things haven't changed. And you could get arrested and stuff, which kind of cool, right? But my criticism stemmed from the fact that it looked like it was another action gacha game that looked like it was relying on a 3-team setup with one character being on field and you're switching through with some slight changes. That doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It's just a worry that I had. I've had the same worry about Azure Premier and stuff, right? Because, you know, I don't want all the games to be the same. But that being said, we've got this video that's dropped yesterday, actually. So, with the test coming up, shall we check it out? We've got some recommended specs here as well. So, it looks like low, the specs you're going to need. And then we've got the actual optimal ones here. So, what is it? 3060 or a 2060? And an i7 or an i5. Okay. All right. Cool. Sweet. All right. Let's get into this then, and let's hope my worries are put to bed. I suppose I'm still gonna have them because it's around the combat, really, if anything. But let's have a look, see what it's saying, man. Hopefully it's looking good, right? Hopefully it's looking good. All right. This is from Billy. Let's do it then. Let's go. You'll have to not mind the quality. Billy's not the best sometimes, and it's trash on Reddit as well, so it's not me. So, yeah. Holy! Okay. Damn! Okay, that's what we're doing. I quite like this character design, actually. That might be a little bit too big for me, personally. Hey, look. I like some boobas, but I think sometimes it ruins the look of a character when they're a little bit disproportionate. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by tatties. Let's go. My bad. I like the look of this character, though. Oh, damn, the thighs. You see those thighs? Okay, she looks cool there. Ooh, wait a minute. That's the same character, right? So, is it the same character? It is, right? Is this, like, multiple copies of a character? Or is this just a skin? Or is this something that happens at night time? Or potentially maybe when she's in an alt state, maybe? Okay, that looks really cool, though. I like the fact that they're already showing off character changes. All right, let's go. Sorry. Environment looks cool. I wonder if it's a nighttime thing, then. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, a bit of combat. It looks like we've got the typical, like, intro type combat and stuff, which I will, like I say, I'm a little bit worried about it, and I felt the same about Silver Palace, right? But then I played Silver Palace. I'm not gonna lie, I quite like the combat. For me, is probably one of its weakest points. I do think it needs work, but I quite like the basis of it. It needs a lot of work, but I think there's something there. It feels a lot like a brawler type game though. Silver Palace does, so I won't write this off the bat, but again, still, when it comes to this, like, rotation-based combat, it's not that it's bad, right? It's just I don't want everything to feel too samey. That's my big worry about the AAA gacha space at the moment, if you will. Okay, it looks very, like, reactive, right? It looks like you might all... it looks like you sort of can tag people in as well, right? They're actually switching, by the looks of things. Looks like we've got a lot of stamina. A lot of stamina by the looks of that. There's that big parry window. Okay, I guess that's her ult. Like, is she in her ult state now? Because What was that down the bottom there that was like burning away? Was that when she popped her ult? I'm just curious. Sorry. Yeah, okay. I'm guessing that's the ult. Right, okay. Yeah, she popped that and now it's burning down. The combat doesn't look bad though, right? Little quick time event, okay. Like, it looks smooth. You know, it looks fast-paced. It looks a lot more visceral and impactful than, like, NTE's combat does, actually. I'd say it probably looks better than NTE's combat, personally. Okay. Looks like we've got quite short ult animations, which I'm okay with that. I think a lot of people like to see big fancy ones, but personally, I don't mind a nice, short ult animation, especially if you know, if we're talking like a fast-paced, flowing sort of game. You got sparked. Okay, just a little bit of combat there. All right, okay. So I'll tell you what then. Shall we refresh ourselves with the old video then? Since we're here, right? We've already watched this, but considering we just got a little bit of combat there, you know, why not refresh it? But 2 seconds. I just want to look at the UI here. So it's a typical thing here. We've got your 3 characters. It looks like they almost have like a stand. That's what I'm going to call them, right? Like they've got like a creature that's with them. This little girl looks like she's got a dragon. I don't know what that is there. And she's got this other chick with her as well, which seemed to come in with the ult. Now, I don't know if they're part of like that little tagging that we saw, because it seems like you can tag people in. So, I think that's just their stand, if you will, right? I'm guessing that's just their stand, and when you're switching between characters, it does like some sort of tag team animation. So we've got like the health bar here, and I'm not too sure what these are. Did we apply these? Okay, looks like I don't know if we're applying that there. These almost like they look like little moons, don't they? Looks like we've got some sort of affliction here that we've applied with 7 stacks by the looks of it. And then this looks like, I'm guessing, their ult, or whatever that was that burns down that seems to last a while. Then we've also got a Q, we've got a dash, and I'm assuming this is like another basic attack maybe? I'm not too sure. I don't know if this is like to tag in your little stand familiar, if you will. And then you've got this E here as well. Okay, alright. I was just curious about the UI. Alright, then let's watch this older video then just to recap ourselves then, shall we? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, if I remember correctly, I'm sure that you could get, like, arrested in this game. Because you can actually, like, attack NPCs in town and stuff, which I like that. I like that. It looks like we've got some kind of, like, utility systems, mount systems. The world does look cool though. Looks like a lot of movement as well, right? She's a dual wield. Okay. That's kind of cool though, I must admit. That's actually kind of cool. So, it looks like each individual character's got its own kind of utility then, right? By the looks of it, which, again, obviously, we're only going off what we're seeing here, but that could be something that could be potentially an iffy situation, because you might get situations where it's like, this character is just far better for exploration than other characters, and then, you know, we talk about exploration creep and all that sort of stuff there, but if everybody's got their own sort of, comparable way of going about, then I suppose you can't be too mad. She looks like she literally aerial bombardment, all right. Yeah, it looks like everybody's kind of got like a stand. Okay, I remember now we had options, right? How impactful they are, we don't know. Because I think in this, you can actually rewind time. That's it, I remember. We had the dice rolls. Okay, it's starting to come back to me now. We had the D&D, like, dice rolls, which I think you can fail. And I think we can, like, rewind mistakes, potentially. I'm not too sure. Looks like there's going to be plenty of QTEs in the combat as well. Like I say, the combat itself looks alright, right? Like, again, it's just this... So if you look here as well, it looks like we're charged up, ready to switch into this. Alt, or what, I don't know if this is your intro or what. Seems like there's like these two diamonds as well, so I don't know if this fills up and then these stack up to initiate this. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, if I'm honest. This looks like this is filling up as well. I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing things. No, no, it's just rotating around. That's kind of cool, though. That's kind of cool, though, that is. Actually kind of cool. Right, so, combat looks alright, right? We're not going to watch the entirety of this, because as I say, I'll probably link this down below as well. We've already watched this, right? And we've watched it in better quality on YouTube as well. I kind of just wanted to go to the bit, like the environments look cool, right? This looks cool, right? It's very Genshin-like, but just, I guess, a little bit more visually pleasing, I suppose, because it's a newer game. Lots of NPCs as well doing the thing, which I like to see. Very fantasy themed, isn't he? Okay. I remember, it's all coming back to me now. I'm remembering this now. So, let's just continue. I'm sure you can attack NPCs in towns and stuff. I'm sure you can. Here, I think this is he. I think this is he. Like, you can get arrested. You can get like a wanted level, if I remember. That's the same NPC, right? Yeah, so looks like you can kind of vandalize town and attack NPCs. Which? Can you attack every NPC? That's a question. I actually do like that, right? It just adds that sort of sandbox element into the game, right? And here we see, basically, this is the police, right? We've got a wanted level now, and I guess I don't know how long this lasts for or what impact it has. So we've got a 3-star wanted level if we look at the top left-hand corner. So these guys ain't messing around, man. This environment looks really cool. Holy shit! It's the SWAT team. It's the SWAT team now. Is this the equivalent to GTA's like the feds coming in? So yeah, I think this is where, yeah, see. So, you can get arrested. Now, it'll be interesting to see, because we've already saw in NTE, right, that it's actually got, like, quite a robust prison system, right? Now, I don't know if this game's going to have anything similar. But, yeah, man, look, I'm interested. It's worth checking out, right? Again, I am still a little bit, worried about the future of action gacha, if I'm honest, because... And it's not because, like, I'm sure Azure Premier is going to be fun. I'm sure it is, right? You know, after playing Silver Palace, I had fun with it. And I'm sure, well, I'm hoping this is going to be fun as well. And each combat itself will be fun in a vacuum. But I just think when we've got lots like it, and I know you're probably not going to be playing every single one, and that's fair. You're going to pick and choose. But it's just like, if everything's so similar, what's going to be the thing that separates them? You know, especially when you've got a game like Wuthering Waves that has such quality rotation-based combat. Now you've got Enfield that's doing something slightly different that, in my opinion, is really good combat as well. I feel like games need to try and find themselves something a little bit different. Hey, listen, when we try this out, it might have that sauce, right? It might have enough sauce that makes it separates itself from the other games. But again, I am a little bit worried about that. Same worries that I have for Azure Premier, if I'm honest, and still Silver Palace to some degree. So I guess it's up to these developers now, and for NTE as well, up to these developers now to really try and find something within the games to separate themselves. I guess NTE has this urban element to it and all the game modes and all that sort of stuff, and the slice of life stuff that's in there, which I think makes it different enough. So even if the combat's somewhat similar, the rest of the game has something different to Genshin, Wuthering Waves, Enfield, and such. Whether this and Azure Premier have that, I don't know. But I'd love to know what you guys think down below about rewinding Cadence. Are you excited for this, or is it just another shade of grey that you're just like, yeah, I'll give it a go, but we'll wait and see? That's kind of where I am at the minute. I'm going to give it a go, just like I'm going to be playing NTE. But I must admit, the more I've seen of NTE, I'm actually genuinely looking forward to playing NTE now. So we haven't got long to wait for that. So yeah, can't wait to play NTE. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe if you're new. See you all in the next one.